Nothing is worse than spending 3 hours calling a game, hoping that you're getting clicks and views, and then ending your live stream only to find out that you got no views, no new subscribers, and no idea what went wrong.
This went poorly.
The problem isn't usually your knowledge of sports, it's these 5 mistakes that new broadcasters keep making that make them look unprepared, unready, and make them lose viewers before people even know who they are.
I don't even know who you are.
By the end of this video, you'll know how to fix all 5 of those mistakes so that your streams feel more professional and keep people watching for longer, ultimately bringing them back for more.
Wow. Let's do that again.
And stick around until the very end, and I'll even drop in a bonus tip that'll show you how to improve every single broadcast, saving you months of growing pain. What's going on, guys? My name is Mario, and I'm a sports YouTube content creator with over 150,000 subscribers and tens of millions of views through my live sports commentary. I've generated at least 1 million views in every one of the major sports: football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, and I've managed to turn this side hustle into a full-time business that generates multiple 6 figures a year. I'm not telling you guys this to impress you or to flex. I'm telling you guys this because I have made every single one of these 5 mistakes along my YouTube journey, and if I can help you avoid some of those mistakes, it will help significantly improve the quality of your product. So let's not waste any more time. Let's start with mistake number 1, mistaking your relationship with the audience. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, here's a brutal reality check. Nobody is there looking for you.
Well, that was rude.
They're looking for the game, and you're still gonna have to find a way to bring it to them. You've literally only got seconds here, guys, and if you act like their attention is guaranteed, you are going to lose them. Don't forget, they can be showing up during a commercial break, during a timeout or a lull in the game. They can show up when your team is getting their ass kicked, and you still have to be able to give them every snap, every play, every down, every dribble, etc.
Etc., etc. Mashed potatoes!
Your personality is what separates you from everybody else on this platform. Anybody can just be a scoreboard. Everyone can just look up the score for the game at any time. Remember, they came for the game. You have to convince them to give you an actual chance.
You like what you see?
Once you convince them to give you a chance, the next question becomes, do you sound credible enough to get them to stay, which leads us to mistake number 2. Not knowing the names, numbers, or positions of the players that you're supposed to be calling. Dude, nothing exposes you faster than saying, oh, there goes the receiver. Oh, there goes the running back. Oh, touchdown number 17. What? The audience is gonna know the players. They're here for their favorite teams. And they're gonna know when you're guessing and when you just flat out didn't prepare for the game.
You weren't even trying.
Here's what you should do before each broadcast. Pull up the depth charts or the starting lineups for both teams. Get each player's name, number, and position and put it down on a piece of paper. Yes, an actual piece of paper. Not on a screen on the side. Paper. Preparation creates credibility, and you don't have to prepare the entire league or the entire season. Just prepare the games that you plan to be doing that day. Remember to keep your cheat sheets close by so that you can call the players' names in real time and call the plays with confidence.
There you go, being confident.
All right, so you can have all the cheat sheets in the world and know every single player on the field, on the court, in the rink. Doesn't matter, because if you're making mistake number 3, you can still get off to painfully slow starts, have huge drop-offs during commercial breaks and during halftime, and your stream could die out the second the game ends. And that mistake is abandoning your audience.
You abandoned me!
If you're guilty of stepping out of frame for minutes at a time during your live streams, you are missing out on huge potential gains. Now, I never understood channels that like to go live just seconds before the game or right when kickoff happens without introducing any of the players or even giving the audience a reason to check in early to these live streams. At minimum, you should aim to start your live streams at least 10 minutes before the games start. That way you can warm up your audience and you can introduce the players and any storylines that are important for that particular game. If you don't have time to create your own slides, you can always just share your screen from ESPN or CBS Sports if that's all you've got. But whatever you do, please don't do nothing before a game starts.
I did nothing.
If the stream itself is live and you've gone live on OBS or Streamlabs, you should strive to be live with your audience that entire time if possible. Seriously, think about how many people are jumping from channel to channel during commercial breaks, during halftime, during pre-games, or even post-games looking for additional opinions. Those are some of your best opportunities to gain new viewers, gain new subscribers, create conversations, and create inside jokes with this new audience that you're building. If you're not willing to stick around for the entirety of your live stream, why the hell would somebody who's never met you want to stick around too?
Good point. Good point.
All right, let's move on to mistake number 4. And this is something that I see across all of the small YouTube channels that are trying to do the commentary stuff. And it's your body language. Flat out, man, your body language sucks.
What? It's called body language?
Here's a question that every creator needs to ask themselves. If you were to jump into your channel and mute your live stream, would the audience still feel like you are engaged with what's going on in the game? Or are you flat and low energy and sunken into your chair and not paying attention throughout these live streams? Because it's not just your voice that does all of this, guys. Your body language makes up the majority of the communication, and that is what you need to realize. I like to scope YouTube to see what the competition is doing, and a lot of times I stumble across these smaller channels, and the one thing that I see is that the creator is live, but they're not on.
Hello? Anyone home?
If that makes sense. Now, being on does not mean screaming at the top of your lungs for 4 hours straight throughout a football game. It means being present and engaged with the game that is happening. Even during the quiet moments in the game, during commercial breaks or injury timeouts, you still need to be present. So sit up, use your face, use your hands, use your body for bigger movements, and be sure to use all of those weapons in your arsenal, because the goal isn't to constantly be talking, it's to constantly be present. The pro tip for that, guys, for always staying present is to stay curious, because the games are going to be long and your attention is naturally going to drift. That happens to everyone. It happens to me. But the second you feel yourself checking out, you need to snap back into the game. Get yourself checked back into the game. Ask what is changing, what matters right now, what do the viewers need to know, and stay engaged. Seriously, 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 seriously. Stay engaged.
Honey, focus, focus, focus.
And that leads us to mistake number 5. Letting the analytics divide your attention and control your performance. Calling these games already requires a ton of multitasking and a ton of attention. You gotta call the game, you gotta manage the chat, you gotta see what's going on with the players, identifying player numbers, remembering situations, telling the stories. And the last thing you need is to be focusing on how many people are actually watching you right then and there.
Are you watching me? Are you watching me? I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it.
Every time you break away to focus on that, you're pulling attention away from why your audience came in. Again, the audience, it's back to mistake number 1. Your audience is not there for you and your personal growth. They are there because they're looking for the game. And if you're distracted with those numbers and it's affecting your mood, you're hurting yourself more than helping yourself. You can always go back and look at your analytics once the job is finished. But if the job ain't finished,
Job finished? I don't think so.
you gotta stay locked in.
I got a job to do, remember?
So if that view counter is pulling your attention constantly during the games, do yourself a favor and just hide it. Review the analytics at the end. All right, guys, if y'all made it this far, thank y'all so much for watching. If you are guilty of making those 5 mistakes, the good news is that they can all be fixed as long as you're not making this bonus mistake, and that is never watching back your broadcasts. Listen, athletes watch film, broadcasters watch film too.
So we're gonna watch the film again.
So why would you go back and watch your own broadcasts? Well, you might think you had constant energy throughout the entire game and then realize when you watch it back, oh snap, I totally checked out in the middle of that 3rd quarter. I wasn't calling the game at all. Maybe there's a buzzword that you've got and you didn't even realize that you were saying 30 times in a row. Maybe you're someone who's got a nervous tic and you swivel in your chair or you rock back and forth a lot during your live streams because you're nervous and don't know how to control your body language. There are tons of things that you can learn from rewatching your broadcasts and coming back. If you listen objectively, there's a really good chance that you're going to find a lot of errors and a lot of room for improvement in your live streams. And if you're not watching back your live streams and objectively reviewing it, you are running in circles.
Why is he running in circles?
This allows you to experience that same broadcast the same way that your audience would experience that broadcast. And you don't even have to watch back the entire live stream. Just watch back your pregame, watch your halftime show, and a few minutes in each quarter or in each half, and analyze it, break it down, find one thing that you did not like. Chances are you'll probably find a lot, but find one thing that you did not like in your live stream and deliberately go out there and improve it for the next one.
New and improved.
All right, guys, if this video helped, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. My name is Mario. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, let's effing go.